Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Finn and I run the Phoenix Initiative Paintball, and today I'm here to talk to you about my vest setup that I've been using or will be using for Magfed in 2023. So it's no mystery that in Magfed you need to be able to carry a bit of kit around. So I'm actually going to walk you through what my vest is for 2023. Now, I put a lot of thought and an effort into getting this all put together. I've been playing Magfed for 8 years now, so I've kind of collated a lot of my experience, a lot of the things that I thought about really hard in terms of how I want to carry my kit around in the future. And really what I'm looking at for setting up my vest is going beyond 2023 and 2024 and much further into the future. I want something that's going to last me for absolutely ages. So, without further ado, let me show you my vest. Okay, so here it is. This is the Husar Kirys 2.0 vest. It is a plate frame. So essentially what that means is that it's not like a normal plate carrier where you just have a lot of fabric and then you unfold the fabric at the bottom and you get the plate out or you replace it at will. Instead, what it actually is you have the plates in kind of their own bag. Everything else is kind of a it's not really so much fabric, it's a lot more like plastic as opposed to fabric. So that means that, say, if you're operating in wetlands or like, swamps, or even at sea, if you're, maybe diving into the ocean, if you were a real operator, it wouldn't get as weighed down with water. And so you would have quite a nice lightweight rig. Now, of course, lightweight for body armor is very different from lightweight for anything else. So thankfully, obviously I don't have real plates in this, but I do have some foam plates, which I've got in my plate bags. I'll do a little breakdown in a second, but I'll run through basically what I've got here. So starting on the front, as you can see on this side, I've got my mag pouches. Now this is kind of a standard setup for plate carriers. You have what you call like a cummerbund, and basically what that is you lift kind of like a pad at the front, which is this bit, if I can do it. Oh, I'm on a Velcro, but yeah, you lift this bit up that's got your mags in at the front, and then basically you have the option to undo some Velcro underneath that basically lets you take your vest off. Now, one of the benefits with the higher end plate carriers, if you go ahead and buy them, is you get these buckles, which are on the sides here. So you can pull on these buckles, or even at the top up here as well. So if I pull on one of these, for example, so now I can basically quick release off here. Now, the reasons for doing that, number one, if you have to take your vest off for whatever reason, which hopefully you shouldn't have to in terms of like real life combat or whatever, but if you took your vest off for whatever reason, you can do it with a quick clip. No loud Velcro. It's nice and easy to just quickly take it off and put it back on. And these little straps, these connectors here, are super rigid. They are, pretty robust. So yeah, they're not gonna give out under the weight of you wearing your vest or anything. But also the main reason why they have them in the military, at least for these quick release straps, is actually so that you don't have to cut the vest if someone has a serious or life-threatening injury, because normally you would get your trauma shears out and cut their clothing off them in case they have any secondary injuries or anything like that. You don't want to be dragging their clothing items off, you just cut it away. So it saves a lot of money by not cutting up some perfectly serviceable vests, when someone's taken maybe some shrapnel or some kind of bad injury. So yeah, so these quick release buckles, actually, they work pretty well for paintball, because quite often when you're going to and from the safe zone in a Magfed game, you just want to quickly whip off your plate carrier, and you don't want to have to worry about it too much. So anyway, coming back to the front here, so I've got 3 mags along the front. Now, a lot of people run kangaroo pouches. The reason why I don't run kangaroo pouches for mine, i.e. having like basically either an AR or AK style mag pouch and then a pistol mag pouch, or like a double AR mag pouch, so doubled up. So instead of having 3 around here, I would have at least 6 mags on the front. The reason why I don't do that is because it hangs out a lot at the front, and also that is a lot of weight hanging off the front that you then have to either counteract at the back, or it pulls your plate carrier right down, which means that if you're like me and you're a midget, what you'll find is that your plate carrier will actually sit lower down. So when you're trying to crouch over, it'll actually jab you in the stomach. So what I went with here was, the thing that's really nice about these Kirys plate frames are that they are SAPI M plates, which means that they're about 2.5 centimeters shorter than kind of your average like plate carrier plates. Obviously, you know, for the serious operator guys out there, you know, they just want something that's going to cover them from getting shot. But this means for me, as a gentleman of the shorter altitude, it means that actually I don't get jabbed in the stomach as much. I can actually gain back the full range of movement that I would otherwise lose by wearing a longer vest. And it's also pretty nice because the Kirys vest actually has these very adjustable shoulder straps. So the cummerbund like side bits that clip up, if I just show you, around the side like that, so that'd be around the side of my torso, those actually come in different sizes, and you can order them separately. So if you gain a little bit of weight, or you decide that you want a little bit more vest, you know, on the front and back, you know, on the inside, you can actually get a different cummerbund size so that it'll fit round you a little bit better. But these top straps really are all you need. So they come with the top straps, and basically you just adjust them to fit your shoulder height, which is really nice. So obviously the thing is with any kind of getting a vest like this, is that it's not always so simple as I've just bought my vest and it's ready to go. It never is. So basically the vest itself is, and I'll show you on the back because it's a little bit easier to see, it is this kind of like laser cut polymer that basically forms like a frame, and then basically you have like these plates, and you can kind of see it a little better on the inside if I just get a little closer to the camera here. There we go. So you can see here that it's actually Velcro strapped onto the plate, and the plate sits in a bag, and you know, in this case the plate is a foam plate and is not going to actually provide me any ballistic protection, but I'm playing Magfed, so I don't really need that. But yeah, so what it actually means is that this is a lot lighter than your conventional plate carrier, and you get a little bit less sweaty because you're not carrying around so much material that you can generate heat with, etc. What it also means is it's kind of quite nice, really. You get these genres of plate carriers that I would call jump carriers. I think a lot of people I think Cry does like the JPC and stuff. But basically what it means is like they're very slimmed down plate carriers so that you can basically, you know, I think basically it's kind of fight light kit, right? You don't carry much on you. But yeah, so in terms of what I bought, I'll walk you through each bit individually. So the Kirys plate frame comes with essentially the top and side straps, as well as the front and back plate kind of cummerbundy thing. Then you get a kind of like a Velcro sheet for the back of your plate carrier, so you can actually run this without the plate bags and just have solid plates in there. Obviously, if you're running foam, I would advise against that. Just get yourself the plate bags anyway. The plate bags are really nice, so it helps wrap everything into this really nice coyote brown color scheme that I've got going on here. So yeah, I bought that direct from the supplier. Then obviously the front, I got their low profile front mag pouch kind of holder thing. It's really nice because what they have is it's a one size fits all, and then you buy separately the inserts, and the inserts are what actually hold your magazines in, which is really cool. I then got an accessories panel here. The idea is that you know, I could put glow sticks in there, or if you know Enola Gay stuff, They do these Mark V, or I think they call them Mark V, or the Flash 5, or the Thunder Flash Mark 5, or something like that. Like basically flashbang sticks, very long sticks. They're very easy to throw, which is really great, and also because they're so thin and long and light, you can carry loads of them. So I'm planning on slotting them in here. Glow sticks, zip ties, you know, like pods, things like that. You get the little pods for carrying first strike in, or 10 round pods. That's great. Got a little Husar sticker on, well, not sticker, patch on there, which is real nice. Obviously got my Slava Ukraine patch on there. And my Battle Gear UK patch, because I am a Battle Gear UK ambassador. Go check them out down in the description below. They provide some really awesome kit to players here in the UK. So then moving on, I've actually got these side extension pouches, which you may well have noticed. So on this side here, I've got my radio. My radio has basically a few extensions. So one of them is the push to talk. The push to talk you can actually see up on the top right here, if I give it a bit of a click. So that basically allows me, when I'm wearing my rig, I can actually come and activate my push to talk and chat over the radio to my comrades. I'll be doing a video for you guys on how to get yourself a very good radio setup, so you can expect that in the near future. And then I've got another magazine on this side. I can actually fit 2 magazines in this pouch, so I can run a total of 5 T15, or basically any AR-15 style magazines on this upper rig here. Then on the back, now you'll see on the back I've run my radio antenna down here. So this is connected via a RF cable, basically just an analog cable that connects back into my radio. Again, I'll do a full setup on that at some other point in time. I've got a few more patches on the back here. I've got my Warhawks egg patch, because I recently joined the Warhawks team here in the UK. You should check those guys out. They are pretty mental. Yeah, they are some hard fighting guys. Yeah, and then basically the back of the cummerbund, so you can adjust it here by, well, basically pulling in the Velcro, tightening it up, that sort of thing. And then you also notice that I've got some zips up and down the sides here. Now that's because Kirys, well, Husar actually make this really cool product called the Map Pack. And basically it is a backpack that is MOLLE threadable. So you can thread it into MOLLE webbed systems. And the Map Pack basically can fit on a nice sheet of MOLLE webbing that you can fit on the back here, that you can actually zip on and zip off. I'll show you that in just a second. So I decided to get that because I thought it'd be very nice, so that rather than having to weave on a backpack, or, you know, chuck one over my shoulders every time I wanted to play, I could have one that I zip off, zip on and zip off, which is great. So let me show you the backpack real quick. Okay. Here it is. So this is the backpack. This is the Husar Map Pack, like I say. Mine is looking a bit weathered and battered at the moment because it's just come back from playing at one of OMG Events games. But you can see here that it's got some clips for tightening in the bag, so you can clip that over the top. And it's also got, like I say, this kind of waterproofy layer and some zips up and down either side, so you can zip it directly onto your back when you've got your plate carrier on. And also it's got these nice clips here at the bottom, so, and these loops up at the top as well, that you can use to put straps on. So if you, for whatever reason, don't want to wear your plate carrier, you can actually just go back to using just the backpack on its own, which is really awesome because I love having options. Yeah, this is my vest. Hope you guys have enjoyed the little tour. I'll have a list of all the things that I've got down in the description below if you're interested. I will warn you, it is not a budget getting started in Magfed Paintball kit. This is just what I am using at the moment. I will give some recommendations fairly shortly down the line, as a guide for what I do recommend to get started in Magfed Paintball. I do have a video already on getting started in Magfed Paintball, which has a kind of a list of what I'd recommend. But in terms of vests, I will do a separate video on what kind of vests are good to get you set up, and we'll talk about the caveats and the different kinds of planning that you should put around getting different kinds of vests. But yeah, I've been Finn, or the Phoenix Initiative Paintball. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.